YouTube? I'm here with my 39-week update. I haven't made a video in so long. I know it's been a few weeks, I think. Maybe like, I think I made my last video, I was 39 weeks, maybe. I don't know. But I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update because my due date is in 2 days. This Saturday on the 19th, October 19th. So I wanted to share my last little pregnancy moments with you guys since I haven't showed, you know, any videos of my previous weeks. Nothing spectacular has really happened since my 31 weeks, so I didn't really think it was much to talk about, really. I hadn't had my baby's room together. I'm in her room now, and it's still not done yet. We still got some stuff to do, but it's come a long way, honestly. So I'm happy about that. Last Friday was my doctor's appointment for my 38-week checkup. I was 38 weeks, 6 days, and they stripped my membrane a little bit. And I must say, it really, really hurts really bad. Like, I'm not even joking. Nobody warned me about this. Nobody told me that it would be that painful. I didn't know of any pain coming from that. The nurse midwife was like, well, basically what it is, it's like if your uterus were an onion and, you know, you peel back the layers to get to the onion. Well, it's kind of like that. So all we do is kind of help you progress a little bit. And since you are trying to do a natural birth, a natural water birth, if you were to get induced, you wouldn't be able to have the water birth. So I don't know if I heard that before. I thought I still would be able to have a water birth even if I had to be induced. But I don't know. I'll ask them tomorrow. I'll go again tomorrow. Excuse me. Seems like I always got a burp when I'm recording, but whatever. So I told her, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know if I want you to do that. But she was like, well, let's check and let's just see. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's check and see if I'm even, you know, dilating, because it might not even be time yet to do anything. So she checked me. It was a little uncomfortable, but I dealt with it. And she was like, okay, you're 50% of phase, 1 centimeter dilated. So I was like, oh, okay. And she was already in there, so she was like, well, since I'm in here, I can go ahead and strip it a little bit, and, you know, we can see if that'll help. So I told her to go ahead. It hurt so bad. I'm just like, ow, 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 ow. Like, I was so uncomfortable. I was squirming. I was just like, ah. And she was like, okay, okay, okay. And she was like, now you're 2 centimeters. I'm like, okay, okay, stop. I didn't, it caught me off guard. Like, if I would have known it was going to hurt, then I would have been like, all right. I'd have my mind prepared for the pain. But she was just like, you'll feel a little pressure and you'll probably be crampy later. She didn't say it was going to hurt. I was like, what the? Like, you don't get out of me. I swear. I'm like, oh, this is painful. But once she stopped, she finally stopped. Like, she acted like she didn't even want to stop. I'm just like, if I can't deal with getting my membrane stripped, how in the world am I going to have a natural water birth? Yeah. So, I was highly discouraged for the rest of the day. Like, I'm sitting there staring off into space. Like, I talked to my husband. I'm like, how am I going to do this? I can't even handle her stripping my membrane all the way. I made her stop before she was done. How can I give birth naturally with no medicine if I couldn't deal with that pain? And that pain was like, well, I read that you can't compare the two pains. Like, the getting your membrane stripped and the labor pains are two pains you can't really compare. Like, they don't feel the same at all. So I was like, okay, it helped me a little bit, but I'm still like, even when she checked my cervix, it was like very uncomfortable. And it's just like, at that moment while she was checking, and everything and stripping the membrane, I'm just thinking like, okay, if I were in this pain right now for hours straight and could not get a break, like could not press a pause button and not and get a breather, like I'm gonna keep getting hit with this type of pain, it just automatically made me not even want to go into labor no time soon. I'm like, you know what, I can wait till my due date. Get out of me, I can't do this. So I have since then felt better about the natural birthing thing, but I just know that I'm not in a rush for her to come out right now because I'm kind of scared. I don't want an epidural at all, so I'm gonna have to face this pain, and it scares me. It scares me a little bit, but I don't know. I really want her to be healthy. I don't want her to be drugged. I don't want to be drugged. I want to be able to get up and care for her and hold her and do stuff. And I want her alert and happy and a normal baby. I don't want to involve interventions at all. And I'm really stubborn. So if that's what I want, then I'm going to make sure it happens. Even if I'm like dying of pain, I cannot surrender and get the medicine. I know how I am. And plus, a lot of people doubt me anyway. They don't think I'll be able to do it. I'm an Aries, so I'm very competitive, and I don't like to lose. So I know it's kind of petty, but I just want to prove people wrong, and I want to prove to myself that I can do it. So I have to do this. But yeah, so that's my whole stance on the epidural, natural birth thing. And right now, I'm feeling like I'm going to need some heavy prayer to get through this, because I don't even know how I'm going to do it. But I have to do it. It's the only way for me. I don't know. But for the rest of the day, after that membrane check or scrape, whatever, my vagina bone, pubic bone, whatever, felt so bad. Like, it felt, when I walked, it felt like it literally was about to go, like it was about to break in half. It hurt so bad. And I was just like, oh my God. It felt like the baby was about to just fall out. Like, just come on out. It felt like her head was just hanging out of my vagina already. I don't know what that was, but it hurt really bad. And later on that night, like around 11 p.m., maybe 12 a.m., I started having little contractions. And it wasn't like the normal Braxton Hicks. I've had those. I had the tightening of the stomach, the strong pain. So that's my whole stance on the epidural, natural birth thing. And right now, I'm feeling like I'm going to need some heavy prayer to get through this, because I don't even know how I'm going to do it. But I have to do it. It's the only way for me. I don't know. But for the rest of the day, after that membrane check or scrape, whatever, my vagina bone, pubic bone, whatever, felt so bad. Like, it felt, when I walked, it felt like it literally was about to go, like it was about to break in half. It hurt so bad. And I was just like, oh my God. It felt like the baby was about to just fall out. Like, just come on out. It felt like her head was just hanging out of my vagina already. I don't know what that was, but it hurt really bad. And later on that night, like around 11 p.m., maybe 12 a.m., I started having little contractions. And it wasn't like the normal Braxton Hicks. I've had those. I had the tightening of the stomach, the strong pain. And it just kept coming like every 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm just like, oh my God, I might be having this baby pretty soon. And then before you know it, I went to go wash up, because I have a tendency to wash up a lot after the bathroom because I just don't like feeling icky or whatever. So I was washing up down there, and I seen a big glob of snot, mucus colored stuff. It was just gooey and really sticky. Sorry, TMI, I know, but you've already probably been there before or you're about to go there. So it was really nasty, and I was like, so here's my mucus plug that I've been hearing about. And I kept having a little bit of it come out throughout the rest of the night, along with the contractions. And my sister had came over, and then I had texted my mom in the middle of the night. So I had been having them on and off. My husband got home from work at like 7 that morning, and I was telling him that I was still having them, and I just knew I was probably gonna go into labor. Later on that day, I kept having them, but they were so inconsistent. It was just nothing that I even felt. I didn't feel like it was even nowhere near close to the real thing, because I could still walk and talk through them, and I could handle them. And my mom came over. You know, everybody was checking up on me, and I had never been through this before. So to lose. This camera is pissing me off. I don't know why. It keeps cutting off, or it has my voice off a little bit. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Let's try this again. Stop cutting off. Okay. So anyway, yeah, the mucus came out. The rest of the night I had contractions. They weren't really bad, but they were pretty intense. Long story short, since my camera's acting up, by Sunday the contractions stopped. So of course I was disappointed, but I'm like, all right, maybe it wasn't time yet. Maybe, you know. But anyway, I know she's gonna come when it's time for her to come on out. I have 2 more days, and then my due date will be here. And I go to my doctor's appointment tomorrow, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. And I don't think I'm gonna have them strip my membranes again, because it hurt too bad. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'll keep you guys posted, and maybe my next video I'll be in labor. So bye.